Ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. That took way too long to end. Also, I might switch weapons at some point. This thing is ink hungry. Alright. Hopefully this is also, you know, like a better time for people. Because I know that beforehand I was streaming like right in the middle of the day. But now it is a Friday night. Oh, I forgot. I forgot what it's like playing zones on this map. Here we go. Alright, fair enough. Hammer, I'm just here. I'm just here doing my best. That is absolutely crazy how that reslider, the reslider 70 hitbox hit me when I was up on the bridge. That's crazy. GG. Obviously GG. That was a fun game. But like, oh my stars, that's nuts. That's actually crazy. All right. Stars. I can never use my sub weapon because Dewey sculptures are just so incomplete. it's pretty impossible for us to make it back to the zone anyways. Oh, never mind. It's infected. Oh, my stars. This is crazy. Maybe I should switch weapons. We'll see. Hey Harris, hope you're doing good. Hope you're well. I did not use Microsoft Edge at all, but thank you, computer. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna switch though. We are gonna switch weapons. Nope, not this. I need my blaster build. There we go. This is my blaster build. Alright. Alrighty. Ah yes, Square and their amazing characters. So true. Hope you're good, bro. Hope you're doing well tonight. I know it's the last day of school for a lot of people too, so I hope y'all are chilling. Alright. That was my bad. Ooh! Okay, that turnaround direct was pretty crazy. Nice try. Ah, man. Alright, well, we lost the zone. Never mind, we didn't. We very much should have lost the zone there. We did not. We're just that gamerish, I guess. There we go. Not too shabby. Alright, I'll have to check that out afterwards. How many did I get? I want to check how many I got last game. Oh well. Yeah, I love the song. Yeah. Man, Hydra's range is so crazy. Oh, okay. Gotta go. Alright, I will see you later, bro. Oh, my stars. Alright, fair enough. Bang, bang, bang. Wait, watch out. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, you're not getting this one. Try as you might. You shall never succeed. Alright. Okay. What are the stages? Yelltail and Mako Mart. Hopefully we get Mako Mart soon. I want to play on that stage. I like Mako Mart better. Okay. This weapon is crazy. Especially on a stage like this. Man. Come on. Alright. So that's the problem. I was driven back. Come on. We're going home. See what happens, game, when you let me go up? I can cook. Blasters really get... Blasters really get set back when you paint over their feet. There we go. All good. Nothing to worry about. Oh, my stars, 18-3. I win 18-3 and I get 3 silvers. That's crazy. GG though. That honestly means though that my other teammates did even better than me. Yeah, wow, look at that. Like, good job to my teammates, honestly. Great job. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. Usually I like to get the far stack, but honestly, lately I've been finding that getting the closer stack is actually a lot more useful. And helpful and stuff. Okay. I am a terrible shot. I am so sorry. Okay, at least they're gone. I saw that arrow spray moving around and I'm like, I see them and I'm such a terrible shot. I can't get them. Get me. All right. Some really bad shots there from me, but we still managed to do it. Good job. Good job, team. Okay. Oh wow, 6-0. You don't want. Okay. Not a fan of this. Alright, there we go. Whew. Bitter. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I can't believe Han Solo died in Sonic 3. Why would they do that?
Why
I
would
was like, Harrison Ford, I thought you were done with Star Wars. What are you doing here?
That's so crazy.
Yeah, right?
Okay, hang on. I gotta edit the stream title.
Oh, right.
There we go. Okay. We're good.
Right. I might record our conversation just so I can have some footnotes for my after portion.
Nah, totally, dude. I might honestly, like, re-upload part of this and just, like, edit it a bit.
Okay.
And just post that as a video.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking podcast-ish, like, kind of or act myself over in my fursuit and then just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can just send me a PNG I can throw around on screen. I don't know.
A PNG of what?
Whistler, I guess. I don't know. The stupider looking, the better.
Okay.
Am I?
Okay. After I finish this game, I will see what I can find.
Alright, cool.
Yo!
Good.
Dead. What do I have on my team? All my stars. I got Pizza Hut on my team.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Kentucky Fried Chicken at a Pizza Hut.
Also, holy cow. So I've been playing lots of Marvel Rivals, and they literally added a mode that's like literally just Splatoon.
Really? How so? I've heard
So
good
there's
things about Marvel Rivals.
It's so much. I've been having a ton of fun with it anyways, but they literally added a mode where, so there's a character called Jeff the Shark. I don't know if you're familiar, but he spits water usually, but since it's Christmas, he's shooting snow.
Oh, that's cute.
And there's a special limited time mode that's going on for the next 20 days, where 2 teams of 4 try to cover as much of the map with their color of snow.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially,
yeah.
kill each other.
It's not like I'm playing this like every time I stream to the server. Ah! Go away. No! Oh, nice. Yeah, it's funny because, like, I've heard good things about Marvel Rivals, but also it's like, what is it? Because Rivals of Aether 2, its original name was just Rivals 2, but then they changed it to Rivals of Aether 2 because of Marvel Rivals. Oh yeah. Oh no. Yep. Fine. No, that's fine. I am gaming. Ah! Oh my! Oh my stuff. I wish there was some way that could guarantee that it's like when I'm in suit, I can just do these little yelps that I do when I'm playing games. Just. Just have it like, just what is it? Just have like a Bluetooth speaker in my head. Yeah. Just have like a Bluetooth speaker in my head along with my glasses, because I'm gonna have to wear my glasses while I suit.
My glasses and zippy if I like untie the Velcro in the back that secures my head.
Oh, okay.
But it's pressing so hard against my head, it hurts so much.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah.
Lou is specifically being designed so I can wear my glasses.
Oh, okay, you talked with Holy Dragon about that?
Yeah, I gave her measurements.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, I did something similar with Minty. I gave her... Because, like, she just asked for, like, my head measurements, but I gave her, like, two. I gave her the measurements, like, both, with my head without glasses and with glasses.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't want to get laser eye surgery, and I don't want to get contacts, so...
Oh, no, I already had eye surgery before, and didn't go very well, so...
fair enough.
I was literally an infant, so not really my choice.
Right. Okay, hang on. I have to find a suitable image.
Ryan carries Fortnite.
No, why?
You're not gonna like what they added to Fortnite.
No, I know. They added Skibidi Toilet. I saw.
How the freak, bro? Why?
You know what was... You know what... I don't know. I don't know.
They're usually good at adding fun stuff. This is not fun.
No. Yeah.
Look at this kid this way. How did he YouTube shorts thing?
You know what? I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to ask the people that invented YouTube Shorts, I guess.
I would have so much more respect for Skibidi Toilet if it wasn't just not in Fortnite, obviously. Obviously in Fortnite it's different, but like if the series itself wasn't just stolen assets that they don't own.
Fair enough.
Oh man, I have enough V-Bucks right now to get this. I will not be buying it.
Oh, that's fair.
Cause y'all remember Batman Ninja, the epic movie?
Mm-hmm.
They're adding Batman Ninja skins to Marvel.
Ooh.
Sequel comes out in March.
Batman.
I'm so excited for the sequel. It's Batman Ninja versus the Yakuza League. It's so the Justice League getting a Japanese spin, bro.
Mm-hmm. That'll be sick.
Flash looks so cool. He gets like a rating hat and whatnot.
Yo. Oh, that's sick.
Oh my word. And then they redesigned Joker and Harley Quinn to look like Yakuza members.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fire.
Okay.
Oh, dude, and then January 14th, you know who they're adding for January 14th? January 14th, mark your calendars. Hatsune Miku is coming to Fortnite.
Oh my.
So, shout out to all you Hatsune Miku fans out
Okay. Use for social. Okay. Okay, I'll send you there I'll send you a PNG you can use for me.
Yes, it does not have to be anything.
Okay. I mean it fits. Yeah. I think just like I guess if you're gonna I guess if you're gonna upload it, just make sure just like leave a link back to the person who drew it.
I always right?
Yeah.
Well, I certainly saw Sonic 3 this morning.
So how was the movie that you did indeed see, Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
It addressed my biggest
Okay. Well, what is your...
biggest issue.
Yeah?
My biggest issue with these movies are the human characters.
Uh-huh.
They're like barely in it, and I was so happy. The only human characters I care about were Eggman, Gerald, and Dr. Stone. They were the humans that were in it the most. Especially Dr. Stone. I liked his involvement.
Yeah, I think Dr. Stone is funny. I've always loved this character. I loved it when Eggman, like, also, I will mention, guys, for those of you that are watching the stream, full spoiler warning for Sonic 3. So if you have not seen the movie, this is your warning. Full spoiler warning.
Stop watching now.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, alright. Make sure the people who, what is it? Alright. Alright, I'll give people a little bit of time. Alright, now. I think one of my favorite parts in the movie was that whole scene where, Eggman was like, you know what, Stone? We're not friends anymore. That was so... Oh. The steamed Austrian goat milk. I know. Oh yeah, no, totally fair. Yeah, yeah.
I think based on the end of the movie, they're setting up like a Sonic CD slash Sonic 06 movie.
I don't know about 06 though, because if they were doing 06, then there would be Silver. Because
yeah, they didn't tease Knuckles at the end of Sonic.
I mean true, I guess. But like I don't know. I feel like cuz the thing is with like Sonic 06 is that Sonic 06 so much of its setting is Soliana, right? So like
well, at least the bare minimum I was thinking, or at least my brother had brought up as the game the reason he didn't play is that
yeah.
Sonic CD and time travel, they can kind of just like
Yeah, well it's like
kind of do that.
yeah, cuz like I would lean a bit more cuz like again, we are delving into very heavy spoilers here, like post-credit stuff, so but what is it? Cuz it's like Metal and Amy were introduced in the same game. So yeah, they were both introduced in CD. So that's what's making me think that might, yeah. Now how they'll do it, I don't know, cuz it's like I honestly don't know what they're going to do without Eggman. Like, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Sonic 06 still has Eggman. could have been Eggman, like... What is it? Maybe he did it, like, before he died. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, no. Let's talk about the movie first. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You mean Tom and Maddie? I mean, there are lots of people that like them. Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, no, Keanu absolutely killed it as Shadow, to be honest. Oh, okay. That's totally... Yeah, that's totally fair. No, they do it quite a few times, honestly. Also, hi, Reap. Yeah. Couple of the... Yeah, a couple of those, an H word. I think, like, a couple of H words, too. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
One of my only complaints is tonally, I would have preferred it to stay a little darker, but I also understand that, like...
Yeah, I mean, like...
You couldn't keep that up.
I think... Yeah. I think the thing, it's like, you have to remember, like, it's a Sonic movie, and I don't mean that to say, like, it's like, oh, it's a Sonic movie, so it should just be kiddish, but, like, the nature of Like... Yeah. The nature of Sonic as a character is that he's a jokester and he doesn't take everything seriously. So I think like I think having a Sonic thing that is like literally completely dark and completely tonally like that, I just don't think that would fit Sonic. I feel like that's what I feel like that's what they tried to do with like Sonic Forces and Sonic Frontiers and it didn't work.
I can't have my cake and eat it too, because I was like, oh, I wish it was Sonic when it's too dark. Specifically Sonic himself. I can't take him seriously.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Like, what is it? I guess, like, for me personally, like, I think my personal biggest problem with the movie was that I felt like it was too fast-paced. Which is ironic when you're talking about a Sonic movie. But... yeah. It's like, the one thing that I think of the most is there's this one, it's the opening scene where they're, like, at the Chow Garden, and Sonic is like to the director guy, he's like, okay, like, we need to know who this guy is. Who is this guy? And then the director guy is like, Shadow's story began a lot like yours. And I'm like, well, you haven't even told him his name is Shadow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was like one thing that stuck out to me. I was like, man, they're just going full exposition mode and they do not care. They're not even
Yeah.
gonna be like, sure, Sonic, let me tell you about who this is. This guy's name is Sonic or Shadow, and I'm about to tell you his backstory. They didn't even
Yeah.
do that. They were just like, backstory time. I was like, okay, wow,
Backstory
we're
time.
we're just we're just jumping straight in. But I thought it was cute that they called the restaurant the Chow Garden.
No, I thought that like there were definitely some really cheeky references. Like, did you catch the I don't know if you caught the reference when they jumped out of the helicopter.
Oh my word, no food, no flights,
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I tapped my brother on the shoulder. I was like, did you get it? He's like, what? He's like, he said the thing. I was like, what? He's like, he said the Sonic Adventure thing. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, this movie is like 80% Sonic Adventure, bro. Come on, man.
like,
You tell me.
I mean, like, the point is it's supposed to be Sonic Adventure. Like, what is it? I think, like, they specifically said, when they were making this movie, one of the main things that they wanted to do was make, like, the story of Sonic and Maria and stuff. Yeah, also for you guys on the stream, I adjusted the audio, so hopefully that's good. Let me know how it sounds and stuff.
I would say, it's like Sonic Adventure 2 with a hint of Shadow the Hedgehog because they're doing his backstory.
Yeah, exactly.
So, which, speaking of his backstory, at first I was like, I wasn't sure if I liked how they handled it, but then as they continued and unraveled it, I was like, you know what? I feel for this dude. And usually the Sonic movies aren't great at making me feel for characters, so I was like, you know what?
Yeah, no, I think they did a really good job with it, honestly. Because, like, okay, I'll be real. I think you can tell that, that they did a good job, or at least for me, because, I really didn't care that much about, like, sorry, not Sonic. I really didn't care about Maria and Shadow's relationship, like, that much in the games. And I think they did a good job of making you, like, care about them here. Because, like...
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. Like, I think... Because here's the thing. It's, like... I actually saw another person reviewing, and they were mentioning... Because, like, in the games, it's canon that, like, Maria has, like, some sort of, like, contagious sickness or something. And that's why she can't, like... That's why they live in, like, space. And that's why they can't go back to Earth. But...
I'm actually low-key, I'm so glad they just, like, left.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't... It's not that deep, bro. It didn't need to be this, like... They're in space, and it's like, no, it's a secret lab, and like, Gerald is just a terrible parent.
Like it's a good, it's a good concept and stuff, but they never do anything with it in the games and stuff. Like they just say, oh, Maria has this sickness, and they never like go into detail about it at all or show us anything about that. So it's like, and I genuinely really like Maria and Shadow's relationship in this movie. Like I think it's.
Actually wraps around to his character in the movie, which the game doesn't really do. It's just Maria's there to explain why he's edgy, and then at some point, Shadow's like, "All right, my bad. I'm done being evil now for some reason."
Yeah, no.
Versus the movie like recontextualizes it with the pain he's feeling and like the whole plan going on with the death egg, so which I'm assuming that was what that was supposed to be anyways, or at least a version of it.
Yeah, like what is it? Like I think one of my favorite things, like there are a lot of subtle differences in how they handled things, and I think it's really good. Like actually, this is a really minor thing, but one of my favorite things that they did in this movie that I think is done better than in the games is that Maria's death is like an accident. Like an actual accident. Which I think is straight up better than the games. Cause like...
I was gonna say, like, who on earth, like, I get that, like in the game, like, how do you just, like, shoot a child like that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, they were definitely aiming for, maybe not Maria specifically, but the group of people that included Maria.
Yeah, and like someone missed, and then the explosion killed Maria. Like that makes so much sense, and I like that a lot better.
which then he feels guilty about because it's like he knew that they were after him, which ties back into the monster movie they watched, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
It's also
really
one of the
nice.
few times we saw Gerald be not basically pure evil,
Oh yeah. Well, no, it's
which makes
because,
sense.
well, it's like Gerald wasn't pure evil before Maria died, right? Because like when
Yeah,
Maria
and then he
died,
died. And he's like, oh,
yeah, and then
I'm gonna
Maria
blow up.
died, and then that's when he went sicko mode.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to blow up the planet now. I was
Yeah,
like, dang,
and I really like
rip.
how they kept his sort of like, cause like he's like this in Adventure 2, but the thing is that we never really get to see that in Adventure 2. We only see,
He's dead by the time the game really gets started. You only really see him in.
yeah, exactly.
So, I liked that they kept Gerald alive. They gave
Mhm.
more goofy.
Yeah, they gave him a goofy personality. They gave him more to do. I love like the opening scene where they were like, it's almost like we're being played by two. It's almost like we're being played by the same guy.
Like we're in a movie. I was like, no way. I
also,
thought that was fun.
I've died to the same dude like 5 times. You know what?
Ouch, dude.
I'm going over here.
Ouch. Yeah.
Nah, it's
One
fine.
thing that particularly stood out to me because I never thought in the other two the action. I don't think in the other two movies the action is like actually such sleeper. Like I'm sleeping, bro. When they're fighting, I do not care in the Sonic movies. I only semi cared, um, like at the very end of Sonic 2 when he goes Super Saiyan, or sorry, Super Sonic, and
Same thing
they
though.
do, yeah, they do cool stuff. This movie, every time they're fighting, I was like, oh shoot, I'm listening, bro. I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what changed or who was different on board, but like anytime Shadow is fighting, it is genuinely really well done, especially at the end when I actually the one bad theater experience I had, the guy behind me, and we were like almost alone in the theater.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Um,
I was almost alone. I was almost alone in the theater too. I think there was a grand total of like 11 of us in the theater.
there was me, my brother, two people in the top right, and then one person behind us. That was it.
That's
Which
crazy.
for launch day is kind of concerning, but
No,
you
yeah,
know, we'll
no,
see.
yeah. I mean, like, I kind of understand because it's like I went on like the before launch day, so that's understandable. I went on like the before launch day at like 10 p.m. So
This was like 10:30, almost noon ish where I was at.
I mean, like,
You know, I thought that was prime time. Like, all right, kids, let's go get lunch and go see a fun movie. But no, it was all adults, no children, which you would think would lead to a good theater experience.
I mean, though, it's like you have to consider it's like it's kids' last day of school, though, right? So they're probably in school for the first bit
Yeah,
of the day.
yeah. My experience was super chill. I don't think people remembered how to act in the theaters because my brother and I were whispering. You know, if we were excited about something, we would just tap each other on the shoulder. There was a guy that like actually screamed and swore in the theater.
Oh, that's
Which
nuts.
you know, whatever. We were all adults in the theater, but like I was just thinking like if there were children, which this is a kids movie on some level, that's like not cool, dude. But he like screamed when Live and Learn started playing, and it like kind of took me out of the moment a little bit.
No, yeah, yeah.
But overall, Live and Learn playing in that movie was
No, Live
pretty
and Learn
rad.
playing is great, especially since they have been severely lacking in these movies in terms of actually giving, you know, like reference to the games and stuff.
So was Shadow's theme, was that like kind of think because it's like bum bum bum. Is that like
Um,
this it's either the Shadow theme or the Sonic Adventure 2 theme? It's the bum 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 thing. definitely does not help at all.
I don't think that like Shadow is a theme that's played in this movie. They play like Eggman's theme from Adventure 2 at one point.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe
Yeah,
that's what it was.
like bam bam ba da 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 bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Eggman's. So that's Eggman's theme. I don't think they introduced that at first until Sonic 06, actually.
Yeah. Goodness. But yeah, very standout. The fight scene with all the robots in space. And they're playing Live and Learn. And like this, the camera's going crazy.
Oh no, yeah, it was great. Like the fight scenes in the movie are great. I think like one of my favorites was what is it, like the Super Sonic versus Super Shadow like first fight? That was so cool.
I was kind of shocked at like how hard they were willing to like go.
Yeah, and it's like Sonic got like I actually felt for Sonic because like Sonic got so angry. It's like, oh my god,
which,
that's so crazy.
Why was he angry? I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay.
When Donut Lord got punched, I was so excited. You know why I was excited? I keep telling you, man. I kept telling you I wanted Donut Lord to die in this movie from the moment I heard Shadow was gonna be in this movie. I almost got it, and then he lived at the end, and I was like, oh wow.
Dude, wow. Okay, dude. Let me genuinely ask. Did you actually think they were gonna kill him off?
Genuinely, in a movie like this, stakes don't very much exist.
You know what?
So
that's true.
Not.
You know what? That's true. Like they might find some way to.
They kept Shadow alive. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kept Robotnik alive. But like, if you're gonna sacrifice yourself for the sake of the plot, please keep them dead. I'm looking at you, Star Wars Episode 9.
Like they're gonna be like, ha ha ha. You thought I was dead, but actually there was a decoy.
Like, obviously Shadow was like Super Shadow, so I didn't really think he was super dead. But then the movie said he sacrificed himself for us.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay. That's like a roundabout way of honoring Maria, and then he just kind of lives in the post-credit scene.
I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 did the same thing, so...
That's fair. That's fair. They did.
Yeah, but like they did do the same thing in the Sonic series, but only because like so many people liked Shadow. Also, yes, there was another post-credit. So that's what I keep telling people. You have to stay for the entire credit. So not just like the really stylized, like, cool credits. Like, you have to stay for all of the credits. Like, the scrolling ones, too. Because there's one scene that happens after, like, the stylized credits, and then there's one scene that happens after, like, all of the credits. So you have to stay for all of the credits.
Yes.
Yeah, and the one... Yeah, and again, so it's, like, the mid-credit scene, which is the one that happens all the cool credits, that's the one that reveals Amy/Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
And then the post-credit scene is basically you just see like a crater in the ground. It's got one of Shadow's like inhibitor rings in it, and then you see Shadow's foot. So it's like, wow, Shadow survived the blast. Which I think it's.
I kind of saw like.
Yeah,
I mean, you saw what they survived when they were going super crazy mode.
Yeah,
so
I think it's like, because I think someone mentioned that like having Shadow survive just kind of ruins the impact of his sacrifice.
A little bit. I kind of agree. A little bit. It kind of is like they're kind of building up to like I must atone for all my anger, and the best way I know how is to protect the world Maria loved, and the only way I know how to do that is to kind of symbolically be like a sacrifice that way. Which combined with Eggman's change of heart and his really funny message to Dr. Stone, I was like, oh shoot, they actually are gonna like sacrifice two characters and it's actually gonna be meaningful.
Yeah.
And then Shadow survived, which I'm really hoping that Eggman is like actually dead. But knowing that it's the Sonic franchise, ain't no way.
No, ain't no way, bro. Have you played Sonic Forces? They pull the rug. They pull the rug out from under you like 3 times in that game.
I swear, Eggman could fall into a black hole and they'd find some stupid way of like, oh, I had the Dr. Eggman anti-black hole emitter on in my pocket.
No, see, literally, no, see, here's the thing, dude. You can excuse literally anything with holograms. You can just say, oh, you see, especially since the holograms were a plot point in this movie. So, like, you could just, so, like, Eggman could just literally say, haha, I stole one of Tails' holograms, and the hologram went on the Eclipse cannon and died.
Yeah. I mean, unless they just pull something out of their butt, like, man, like, trying to figure out a way to, like, have them survive that is, like, next to impossible, bro. That was, like, a supernova explosion. Also, like, how Gerald just disintegrated. Oh, my word, that got a good laugh at me of him lying and then just going,
Oh,
popping.
yeah. He just pops in the bug zapper.
That was so funny to me. I don't know why.
No, that was really funny. So, like, I think, like, okay, like, I think, because back to the stuff about the human stuff, because, like, one of my biggest worries, or one of my biggest problems with the movie, like you said, one of my biggest problems with the first two movies is the meaningless, like, human subplot stuff. Because it's like...
It's just there to fill time. That's all it is. It doesn't matter.
Because it's like, okay, here's the thing. Like, I am not at all opposed to humans being in Sonic movies. In fact, I don't think people should be opposed to humans being in Sonic movies, because humans have been in the Sonic series, like, all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, you can do that. I am fine with humans being in the Sonic movies. What I am not fine with is humans being in the Sonic movies and not contributing to the plot. And it's like even in the like even in the second Sonic movie, it's like we do not need scenes with Tom playing with these guys as bachelors, getting to know them better. Like, that is not related to the movie. And then
dude, it takes up like 30 to 40% of the movie. I was like I'm not here to see no like Hallmark movie wedding malarkey, bro. Like,
and then it's like later on they're like, oh, actually the wedding was a thing by Gunn. And it's like, it doesn't feel natural, you know? It just kind of feels like, oh, like, we need a reason for the humans to be relevant to the plot, so we are just gonna shove this in, even though Gunn isn't, like, super duper relevant to the overall story, because the story is focusing on Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and the search for the Master Emerald, which is not at all related to Gunn. Now, granted, they needed to set up Gunn in the last movie, so they could have Gunn in this movie. So I understand, like, why they
literally
need to
could
set
have
up
just
Gunn.
had. They could have just had Big Gun going after the Chaos Emerald as well, like. Or what do they call it? Master Emerald. I don't. Whatever they call it in this movie, it's a little different.
Yeah, the Master Emerald and stuff. Like, I don't. And what is it? I think the fact that, like, I think they did really good with the human stuff because they made Tom and Maddie. They did stuff that
really matter
they actually contributed stuff to the plot, and they're actually, like, I really like their inclusion and stuff in this movie. Like,
they could not have gotten the second key without them. They all worked together, and humans actually contributed. And we got a little cameo from what's her face and her husband. Even if it wasn't actually them, even though it wasn't actually them, I thought that was fun that they were like, oh, dude, and guy from Knuckles show guarding the emerald. I thought was.
Oh, Wade.
Yeah, Wade. That's his name.
I have. Is that?
Is Wade in the last movie? Is Wade in the last movie, or is that literally just a Knuckles show thing?
Wade is in all of the movies.
Is he?
Yeah.
Goodness, I was not paying attention.
Yeah, no, Wade is in all. Yeah, no, Wade is in all the movies. He's like,
Wow.
Yeah, in the first movie, he what is it? Cause like Sonic, in the first movie, he replaces Tom as the town sheriff when Tom goes away.
That is so true.
Yeah, and then
he was such a nothing character in the first two movies that I forgot he even existed.
Yeah, no, actually, wait, no, he replaces Tom as the town sheriff in the second movie, not the first movie. Sorry.
Yeah, the only reason I knew that Wade was quote unquote from the Knuckles show is that everyone kept on sharing the clips of him going the fists of fire or whatever, and then
Yeah, because it's
and then
like he's a pretty big like person in the Knuckles show. I think that's it.
because they needed a reason not to show Knuckles in the Knuckles show to save money, so they're like, all right, just shove weight in this in this show. But man, dude, when they hit the Sonic Adventure 2 pose, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, you got me. I got a smirk on my face. Like, I know that's like a Mario movie moment where it was just like, there's a couple of moments where it's just like empty fan service, but I'm like, it's cool. I don't care. I thought it was.
Okay, like I don't think like empty fan service is a bad thing on its own.
No, it's not.
Because like it has to be a balance, right? Because like getting slightly off topic, that's the thing with the Mario movie. The Mario movie is literally just empty fan service from minute 0 until the end.
Yeah, very often, very rarely does it actually contribute in any meaningful way to like a moment in the Mario movie.
It's just like oh my stars. Listen to the music. Look at the reference. Look at
Brian Tyler. Brian Tyler. He put the Donkey Kong song. Remember the Donkey Kong song?
And remember when
I remember the Donkey.
Remember when they played "Take on Me" for some reason?
See, that is just. Have you listened to the song that was supposed to be there in the first place? Oh my word!
Wait, there was? I have not.
Yeah, if you it's called "Going Bananas." It's still on the soundtrack if you buy the soundtrack. And it's literally filled with Donkey Kong music.
That's crazy. Why would they replace that? Oh yeah, cause money.
Oh yeah, cause they needed the money for some reason.
Cause like wait, wouldn't it cost more to use "Take on Me" for royalties?
Oh yeah, exactly. Cause the music was already done.
Yeah. Like, why not just make your own and literally just save money?
I don't know. Versus the correct way to do it is just put Live and Learn in your movie and just move on.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you don't know what it's from, it's just a cool rock song to listen to them kill robots too. But if you care enough about Sonic, it's a cool, like, nod of like, alright y'all, we doing this for real.
Live and learn. If you beg or if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way.
I literally quote that song all the time at work. Well, whenever I make a mistake that's like super minor, I just say, live and learn, living on the edge of whatever. And my coworker's such a big Sonic fan. I can't wait to talk to him about it. But
oh yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, I have a bunch. Yeah, I still have a bunch of friends who are Sonic fans, so I can't wait to talk to them about it too.
But yeah, I was surprised that on a character level, the character has plot importance. I mean, like on a character progression and like actually giving the character non-stagnant things to do. I was surprised that like everyone except for like Tails and the human characters were given something to do.
I mean, like
with their character, which is fine. Tails is even in the games. He's just kind of there, which is fine.
I mean, it's like you have to consider though that like it was Tails' tech that caused the whole thing with Shadow. That caused like what is it? Shadow to punch Tom.
That's true. I'm not saying Tails didn't have stuff to do in the movie. Like, he was very integral to the plan. Yeah. I'm saying, like, character progression-wise, everyone except... Which is... I'm not saying that's a bad thing. There was enough characters in the movie that it's like, I get why not everyone... Like, Tom doesn't need a character arc in every single movie.
Oh, no. Like Tom is a static character. So, like, Tom doesn't need a character. No, wait. Tom
he had his character arc in the first movie, and he's just been coasting ever since. And he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. So, it's. So I get why Tails and Tom and his wife didn't have something to do character-wise. which is completely fine. But the
You
fact
know,
that even Knuckles got a small character arc, Eggman got a small character arc, Sonic got a
mhm,
huge character arc with anger. Obviously, Shadow was like the main focus of the movie.
mhm.
Him
Character
kind
arc
of
wise.
learning.
Character arc wise. Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah.
character arc wise, I'm actually really impressed that they gave almost everyone something to do with their character
Yeah.
and to move forward and learn. I was like, wow, okay,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
more than the Mario movie.
Yeah. But like something else I also like something I just thought about that I should mention is that like I don't think like given Sega's track record of like how they tell stories, I do not expect them to like kill off major characters. At least like it's
Mm-mm.
so because it's like here I don't know like because you never read the IDW comics, right?
No,
Okay,
no, I did
so
not.
so in the IDW comics, there's this one what is it? There's this one character arc called the Metal Virus arc, and it is it it brings me pain because essentially the whole idea of the Metal Virus arc is that it's like a zombie virus, right? So
Oh,
Eggman creates this basically like this metallic liquid, and if it touches anyone, they literally become like a zombie slave. Um,
ouch.
so it's literally like a zombie apocalypse type thing, and it's really really cool. At first, because so you start to see like minor characters start to get infected by the virus and stuff, and then there's no cure because
Oh
Eggman is
no.
Eggman, and he didn't make a cure, so there's no cure. So you see minor characters start to get like taken over by the virus and stuff, and then things just start to go downhill. Like you start to see a bunch of major characters get taken over by the virus. Charmy gets hit by the virus. Shadow gets hit by the virus, which is like Shadow is one of the first people to get hit by the virus, which is crazy. Um, like Shadow gets hit by the virus. Everyone gets hit by the virus. There's a part in the comics where like Tails has a part where he's like trying to fix the virus in his workshop, but then the zombies destroy his workshop, so he can't do anything. Like just bad thing after bad thing after bad thing, just keep bad thing after bad thing after bad thing just keeps constantly happening and stuff. And also, like, so Sonic gets hit with the virus, actually. But the thing is that they discover that Sonic can actually, like, run to wear off the virus. But then eventually they're
What?
like, oh, his running isn't gonna work forever. So things just get bad and
What?
bad and bad and bad and bad. And then eventually Eggman has to work with Sonic, because, you know, Eggman was Eggman, and didn't design a cure. So eventually Eggman has to work with Sonic, and, like, this all sounds really, really cool, right? This is a really, really cool concept. What if I told you that
Yeah.
none of that mattered? None of that. You know
Why?
why? Because I knew the entire time this arc was going on, reading the comics, I knew the entire time that none of it was going to be permanent. They were just going to they were just going to use like a magic wand, hand wave everything, and it was just going to be okay. And
Yeah,
it's like,
usually with these kind of franchises, like,
yeah, and it's like, and that's
they
exactly
can't
what,
let
yeah,
anything happen.
that's exactly what they did. Oh, and by the way, you know who came back in that character arc? Everyone's favorite villains, the Deadly Six.
Oh, I wish they would stop shoving them down. That's great.
And it's like, oh no, now the Deadly Six can, because like Eggman was kind of dumb, and not only did he not make a cure, but he also can't control them. But then it's like, since the Deadly Six can control robots and metallic stuff, they can also control the zombies. So then they control the zombies, and then there's a whole character arc about trying to stop them, and then it's like, oh no. Oh no, all the zombies are gonna, like, take over and stuff. What are we gonna do? And then Sonic just uses the Chaos Emeralds and fixes everything.
Like he always does. That's kind of my thing, is like, and I get it, because it's like, even when it's trying to be serious, like, Sonic is admittedly, like, aimed for a younger-ish audience. Not that you can't tell mature and moving stories in that way.
No.
If you get moved by a Sonic story, you know what, like,
Yeah, no, that's
good for you,
totally fair.
man.
But
But
it's like, I think, like
nothing
I
is ever permanent, man, and like, it bothers me. Because like, dude, if Eggman shows up in Sonic 4, I don't.
Yeah, no,
That
nothing is
makes that makes the majority of like everything they worked for in Sonic 3 like semi pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, we'll see, but mm,
Yeah, I don't know.
uh,
Yeah, also
yeah,
okay. Um about the post-credit scenes. Yeah, I think that like I also think the post-credit scenes were cool. Although it's like I think one thing that I heard someone say that I sort of agree with is that I don't know what direction they're going to take it in now, because it's like with Shadow,
yeah.
it's pretty clear what direction they're going to go in, but like with with Amy, I don't know what direction they could go in with that.
Like, how many more like fish out of water things are they gonna do, man?
I mean,
Like,
I don't. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, you can't really do a fish out of water thing with Amy because that's not Amy's thing. So, I
and
genuinely don't know.
if it is, you're just doing the same thing you did for the first two
Like,
movies.
see, that's why I was saying it would have been cool if they did Silver, because Silver actually has potential for a cool character arc and stuff. But no, they're not gonna
I,
do Silver because nobody likes Silver.
Nobody likes Silver, dude. So true. But it's, I mean, the only reason at this point that they're continuing these movies is like, which is funny because like I really if they're gonna get better with each movie, I don't mind seeing them. But like, where do you go from here, man? Like, you can do stuff, but like, I don't know, man. It's you got the most emotional Sonic story out of the way already. Like,
Yeah,
Sonic, in my opinion, Sonic doesn't really get any deeper or more interesting than Shadow, and you kind of just
that's
pulled that.
yeah, that's totally fair. Cause it's like, as much as I love Silver, his story is like so much weaker than Shadow's, and it's a shame that it's memed on, definitely, but it's definitely not as strong as Shadow's.
And so I was like, you pulled that card not early. I mean, it's the third movie, so it's like most movies don't even get to the third installment. So it's like,
And
yay.
and they're gonna and they're doing a fourth, so like I
And
think they said.
allegedly, Keanu Reeves said he wouldn't mind doing a show with Idris Elba.
I mean, honestly, given like what he's done, I believe. I mean, he voiced Shadow in the game. Like,
Yeah, the fact that he was willing to go do. I mean, he probably got paid a bunch of money, so.
yeah, I guess. I don't know though. Like, I think it's clear though that like movies and games are two different things. Cause like in the games, Keanu Reeves sounds. Ooh, eh.
Yeah. No official confirmation, but Keanu Reeves did say that he would like to do a Shadow the Hedgehog TV show. So, which is probably what the post-credits scene is probably alluding to.
Maybe.
Um, another issue I had with the movie, I feel like I'm being a lot of negative, but I
No,
actually
that's
really
no, that's cool.
um
Gotta be constructive with what you like.
yeah. So I didn't like a lot of the emotional moments were not allowed to be subtle,
Fair enough.
probably because the kids in the audience wouldn't get it. Where it's like, if you have to like, and it's kind of my problem with the bad guys, but
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that like he's staring at the stars and then they had to show Aria saying this the star quote again, like
Mm-hmm.
actually made me mad. Like, because I was like, we get it. Like, I don't know, man. It's
No, that's totally
there.
fair.
So many of the emotional moments are like, and then it's like, oh, they flash back. It's like, Sonic gets told about it's about what's in here, and then they have to literally flash back to him saying it again. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I don't have the memory of a goldfish. I remember that happened, and it like actually like I'm not afraid to admit this. If they had no like childish hand holding like flashback stuff to remind you what happened like 40 minutes ago, like I actually probably would have gotten teary eyed in the movie
That's
if
fair.
they would if they because they handled the Maria flashback with the whole like Maria saying that like even though the star doesn't shine, it's still there. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's like Maria because she's dead. I get it. I get it. I feel you.
Yeah.
And then they had to go and basically handhold and explain it to the audience. I was like, dude, you're
Mm-hmm.
allowed to be subtle. Um, but aside from it being not very subtle, I do appreciate that they were willing to even do something like that in the first place
Mm-hmm.
in the movie,
Yeah.
like actually have a message about grief in a I don't want to say kids movie, but I mean, it's
No,
kinda.
I mean, like, it
So
is a kid's movie, you know, like, it is a message about grief, right? And, like, the different ways that people handle grief, right? So,
yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
what
it's
is
like
a
the
good way
the
to handle
parallel.
grief?
Yeah,
And I think, like, the parallel between, like, Sonic and... Like, I really liked the parallel between, like, Sonic and Shadow, but, again, like, that got, like, super hand-holdy and stuff, because Sonic's
yeah,
like, ugh, I'm doing the same thing that Shadow did. I can't be doing this. And it's like, dude, I understand.
yeah. It's like sometimes they were just like super like whoa, ugh, I get it, I get it. But overall though, like
No, overall, it's a great
the
movie.
fact, yeah, the fact that they, like I said, they actually gave every character minus Tails, Donut Lord and his wife, like actually a character arc to do. The action was really dope.
Mm-hmm.
Um, especially, I mean, the beginning fight with Shadow and um, the fight at the end is some particular highlights for me. Um, and I think the stuff with Maria and the emotional um, and like themes of grief was actually like for a movie like this, I think was surprisingly mature.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they had to be a little handholdy
Mm-hmm.
with it. But if if I had a choice between not them doing it at all and being handholdy, obviously I guess I'd pick handholdy.
Yeah, no, because, like, the
Um,
fact that it's there at all is pretty... It's really good, honestly. And I like that.
yeah, but is it as good as the bad guys?
Yeah, okay. So here's my personal rationale. Like, I'm more than willing to concede that it's not a better movie than The Bad Guys, because I will still concede that, like, The Bad Guys is still, like, you know, based on more original stuff, more stylistically distinct, a bit of a better plot lines. Or, honestly, I don't even know if I would say Bad Guys has a better plot line. Because, like, my big issue with The Bad Guys is that its plot is so predictable. Like,
Oh yeah,
like,
it's
I went into the movie knowing without a shadow of a doubt that the gerbil was gonna be a twist villain.
guinea pig, but yeah.
Ger
Um,
gerbil, guinea pig, whatever.
yeah, no, yeah, maybe that's the point, or maybe it isn't, but it's. I'm stuck between it because I see why you make that comparison. Like I'm thinking in my head because
Mhm.
I think the Sonic 3 movie actually attempts to go a little deeper
Mhm.
um, with its themes than the bad guys.
Mhm.
Um, but I think, like you said, stylistically, the bad guys
Oh no,
kind of.
yeah, stylistically, the Bad Guys is so much better because it actually does something like really unique.
I also think the bad guys is probably a funnier movie, but that's just up to
I think that's up for debate.
personal taste. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's up to what you find funny
Yeah, I don't know.
because.
I didn't find Bad Guys that funny. I guess that's
But
another thing about Bad Guys. Is like I didn't find it that funny, but like that's
so I can
probably just
see
me.
why you would if you didn't think it's funny. Which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean that's literally just how
Yeah, it's kind of
perceiving media works.
yeah, it's kind of why it's like I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but or sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if this is like an unpopular opinion, but like I'm I'm not that excited for Bad Guys 2. Like
Bro, oh you can't be saying that.
no, like I mean I've watched the trailer. The trailer looks really cool. I love watching the trailer. But it's like I can't say I can't feasibly say I'm like that excited because it's like I think my main worry for Bad Guys 2 is that it's not going to have any like the bad guys one at least had some messaging into it about, like, you know, like going from good to evil or evil to good or whatever and stuff. But like, I feel like the bad guys 2 is just going to be, haha, watch the bad guys go into silly antics, and that's just going to be the whole movie. And
Yeah, like, as excited as I am for the movie, I will say that, like, where you go from here, like, you're either gonna rehash stuff from the old movie, or like,
yeah,
or like, then what? Like,
yeah,
is it gonna be? My only hope is that, because press release stated that one of the the major B plots in the movie is going to be between Mr. Wolf and Diane and their
okay,
relationship.
okay,
And so hopefully there's like themes of trust, and
yeah, that'll be cool.
but like, I very much want to be open and surprised
You know,
for the movie, but like, there isn't like an initial, like, as far as like where the characters go from here, not really a like draw for me that's like very interesting,
yeah,
unless it's like, um my only thing is like, maybe Snake is like, oh, maybe we should, like, because he really likes the bird lady, is like how much are you willing to change yourself for someone you love, and how much of that is healthy versus how much of that's just someone changing you.
that could be interesting.
That could be interesting. But again, Mr. Wolf is the main character, and it's like, where does he go? Other than learning how to love somebody after not being able to, which it's kind of just like Megamind all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Megamind is Megamind, so.
You're not gonna really top Megamind, really.
Yeah, I know.
Megamind's a top, maybe top 10 DreamWorks movie, maybe top 5. I don't know.
No, Megamind is like a top 3 DreamWorks movie, honestly.
Dude, it goes like Prince of Egypt, Shrek 2, Megamind.
Okay,
don't know.
actually no, maybe you're right. Like, yeah, probably like top 5.
Who knows? I mean, I haven't checked that. I have not checked that tier list we made in quite some time.
No, we should remake. You know what? Honestly, like, okay, after this game, I might, cause I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. Afterwards,
Yeah, I stopped my recording because holy cow, that probably
yeah, no,
trails after you.
yeah, no, fair
I've been
enough.
recording my Discord screen in 4K for this whole time.
Oh my stars, dude.
Holy cow.
That's so cool. Like, okay, after this game, what is it? We'll bust out our DreamWorks list, and we can re-rank, because it's been a long time since we did that.
Yeah, holy cow. Yeah, so I would like I said in the chat, like maybe like a 7 out of 10, like maybe 7.5.
Yeah, no, that's
on a
totally
good day.
Yeah, no, that's totally
Maybe an 8. Maybe an 8 if I'm very optimistic. It's just for me and my brother. My brother and I like reserve 8 out of 10s for like the upper echelon of good movies. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it. But it's like, if a movie's a 8 out of 10, we're confident in saying that like a very great movie. Like, it's weird. It's like 1 through 7 is like a movie could easily fall into a 1 to 7 out of 10. You know? But like, to get an 8 for whatever reason is much harder for us. I don't know what it is about it.
Like, to get an 8, you have to be like truly exceptional.
Yeah, and then but to get a 9 and then to get a 10, man, like, is almost next to impossible.
Oh yeah, no, fair. I honestly think that, like, what is it? I think like the closest I've given to a 10 is like a 9.5, and I think I gave that what is it? I gave that to Puss in Boots 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's why I'm comfortable giving that one a 10.
Oh,
Though
that's
the
fair.
the hype culture behind that movie is making me want to drop my score.
Yeah, no,
Dude, like I'm just the
I,
glazing, I can't stand it, bro. I get it. It was good, but holy cow, bro. Like I get it.
yeah, but no, like I think like Puss in Boots 2 was legitimately like really good and stuff, and like I was personally looking forward to that movie quite a bit because I actually really liked the original Puss in Boots as a kid.
Really.
Yeah, no, yeah. Anyway, also that's gonna be it for the stream. Bye bye. I'll see y'all later at some point. I'm gonna still stay.